welcome back to the Hayashi Life here in Japan. Yes, we are the Hayashis, in case you didn't know. I am Sarah. I have my little girl, Mary, and of course my husband, Naoki. We live out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. But today marks my 26th week appointment. And I have to go to the hospital and have my appointment. It's nothing super special. As you saw in my last vlog about baby appointments, I am now going every 2 weeks. And I find it really early to be doing this personally. Last time, I only went once a month for pretty much my entire pregnancy. And yeah. So the fact that I have to go once every 2 weeks now seems quite a lot to me, but I mean, I'm not gonna complain because I get to see the baby. Like, hello. We just finished eating breakfast. There wasn't anything special. I think, yeah, it wasn't anything special. And now we're just getting ready to go to the hospital. Today, I actually have a huge challenge that I'm taking on, and I'm going to bring Mary with me. I know I'm going to regret this, and yeah, but Naoki had work today, so I don't really have a choice. I could leave her at the in-laws, but it's so far out of the way, it would just be ridiculous to take her all the way to the in-laws, come all the way back out to where I pretty much live to have my appointment, and then go all the way back out to pick up Mary, and then come all the way back. It would have just been ridiculous. So I'm taking on the challenge of bringing her along with me, and we shall see how that goes. I have no hopes for today. Many of you know Mary is a very big wild child, and yeah, luckily today is only the sonogram appointment. I don't think I have a midwife appointment afterwards, and I do not have a blood doctor appointment today. So it's literally just the sonogram appointment, and it usually takes a max of 10 minutes. So I'm hoping we can keep it at that. But it's not just the appointment that I'm worried about, because I can pretty much keep her occupied with maybe some Paw Patrol on my phone and a snack. It's like the waiting, because usually I have to wait quite a while waiting for a translator or just waiting in line in general. But I don't know. Today is a Monday. Last time I went, it was after a holiday weekend, and the hospital was so busy, it was ridiculous. So this weekend was not a holiday weekend, thank goodness. But I still think I'm going to go a little early just to see if I can like get in the door a little, just to like not be rushed, because I don't want to be rushed, especially with having Mary. If I'm rushed and feeling flustered and anxious about being late and stuff, it's going to affect how I deal with Mary, and I want her to stay calm, I guess is what I would say. But yeah, she's not going to stay calm. She's going to want to run all over the place, which is going to be hard because it's a hospital. And yeah, but I think it's time to load up the car and get going. Okay, we got here, and yeah, parking, we still had to wait for parking, so yeah, it's going to be another busy day at the hospital. Okay, we are all checked in and waiting. Oh, no. Yeah, we're all checked in and waiting. Yeah, they have this special, like, kids room. Technically, I don't think you're really supposed to bring your kids, but they have those exceptions for people who have no choice, like me. So yeah, and just waiting. Mary's being crazy as all get out. I refuse to give her the phone or anything to eat until we get to like the other area at least, if not waiting until the actual appointment, because yeah, she can be crazy out here. I don't care about that. But inside the appointment room, yeah, she will have to sit down, and we'll see how that goes. Well, we are back from the hospital. Yeah, that was crazy. Mary would not even sit down, even with me giving her my phone or anything. It was quite ridiculous, but the nurses were understanding and they helped out a lot. So I do thank them so much. But I still couldn't really pay attention to the scan because I was always focused on Mary and trying to make sure she was staying out of trouble. Yeah, so if I have to do that again, it's going to be very frustrating, I think, because I want to pay attention to the scan and what the doctor has to say during the scan. Of course, we have a post-scan overview thing, but it's just not the same as during the scan. He talks to you oh, look, this is his foot, it looks good, blah 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 kind of thing. Yeah, so I'm not sure what I'll do the next time I have to take Mary along with me. These are today's pictures, yay! And I am 26 weeks today, so this is on par with what I am. This is the femur leg, and it says the femur is 27. So yeah, the femur leg is about a week ahead, but that's fine. And it just means the baby might be a tall baby. One cool thing about today is this was my first time getting a 3D scan of the baby. My last doctor for Mary did not do a 3D scan. I don't know why, but yeah. And this is what the baby kind of looks like. Looks like a bug to me, but these are the eyes and the mouth and the nose. It's not very good, and that's just mainly because of my weight. But yeah. Here is another picture of the face, and I believe this is an arm here. And this is the last one. This is actually their foot. 3D scan of the foot here. It's quite cute. And I think this is still the face, so you can kind of see they're in a ball shape. But yeah. So it was very interesting seeing the 3D scan because I had never seen that before. And yeah, that was fun. I just wish I could have paid attention more to it besides paying attention to Mary. But maybe I can do that next time, because next time Naoki will be able to watch her at home. But yeah, I am ready for some lunch. So I'm gonna make lunch. Good morning. We are on to the second appointment, if you can't tell, and yeah, we shall see how this goes. Sorry if the camera is a little bumpy, but the stand I have it on is just not the best. So this is week 28 appointment, and yeah, I am excited, not excited. Mainly because I do have a blood doctor's appointment today, and I know he's going to say stuff. Because last time we talked about fasting numbers, and my fasting numbers still aren't under 100. They're not over 110 though. So, I don't know. It's just so frustrating because there's nothing I can really do to control my fasting numbers, no matter what I've done. But I don't know. So we'll probably end up talking about insulin today, and some of my questions I'll have to ask is what type of needles they have to offer for insulin injections, because I cannot take just regular old needle and go into my stomach. No, that's not gonna happen. And he needs to know that that's not gonna happen. It needs to be some kind of quick inject pen or something where I just cannot take a needle myself and inject it into me. And it's not oh, why don't you get your husband to do it for you? That wouldn't be a problem, but my husband isn't home every evening to give me a shot because he works night shifts a lot. So yeah, we'll see. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen, but we don't know. Right now, I have to go and get blood work because he wants to have blood work done today. And he also wants me to do a urine test, which I find kind of unusual for a blood doctor. But, I mean, to all his own, I don't know what he's really looking for in that. Because in the maternity ward, they also have a urine test in which they look for like proteins and sugars and all that kind of stuff for a regular checkup there. So I don't know what he is looking for that's extra than what would normally be on that test. So yeah, but it's gonna be an interesting day. We'll see how it goes. Just finished with the baby appointment. Got my pictures. Oh my gosh, this 3D picture right here, so good. Like, I'll have to show you more detail a little bit later, but it is really good. Like, he got a really good picture of the baby's face. Yeah, but I have to talk to the midwives now, and we'll see how that goes. So today at the midwives, basically they only wanted to talk about breastfeeding, which was fine with me, and they literally had me whip out my chest and they checked my boobs. Yeah, it was quite hilarious, and they basically just checked for excrement to see if I was starting to lactate or not. They were just checking because now it's the start of when most mothers will start to lactate. And yeah, I had a little bit, but not a lot. But they were like, oh, this is really good. And I was like, okay. But yeah, I'm not getting my hopes super high for breastfeeding. I did try to breastfeed with Mary and it didn't work out very well. So I had to move on to formula. So I am going to try again with the new baby, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know if it will work or not. I don't think it was the fact that I wasn't producing milk, but the shape of my breasts play a big role, I feel like, in if the baby can latch properly or not. So yeah, that was the main topic for the midwife today. And after we talked about it and she had the examination and everything, we were all done and I went home. For the update on my GD, or gestational diabetes, the doctor was happy with everything, and yeah, he's decided that I didn't need to go on insulin. And I was very happy. I was actually surprised because my fasting numbers really haven't changed. But they're still in the very low 100s. They're not like above 110, like I said. So I think he's not very concerned with it, which is like almost a 180 on what he was talking about last time. Because last time he was like, oh, if you keep up your fasting numbers, you're going to have to be put on insulin. So, but he changed his mind this time and said that it was all good and that if I keep up my diet and keep my numbers in the normal range, that I don't have to go on insulin. And someone's at the door. Hold on. Well, we don't know who rang the doorbell. Yeah, but moving on. But back to the doctor. Yeah, so I am happy and elated. on the news of all of that. That's really good news for me and everything, because I was quite worried about maybe being put on insulin for my fasting numbers, but who knows. It might just be this late in the game and he's like, we don't really need to worry about it. Because technically, this week, like 28 weeks or 30 weeks, is when they would test normally for gestational diabetes. For a normal pregnancy, everybody has to have the test. And since I've had it before, they obviously tested me super early. But that's fine. That's like not even a concern. But baby is doing really good. I am happy. Everybody's happy. Baby's super ganky all the time, which meaning very energetic, constantly punching me. Yeah. But the baby is still in the breech position, meaning the head is still up in my top stomach area versus being head down. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks it will turn and it will be all good. Because if not, I think the doctors might start talking about C-sections and what will happen and that kind of thing. I think they'll still have me come in at a regular time kind of thing, like, oh, my water has broken, but then I'll be put into the C-section ward versus natural delivery on that case. But yeah, I don't know why the baby's not turning. Mary turned super early, like she was ready, but this one, I don't know. I need to learn some exercises, I guess, that help the baby turn, if there is such a thing. I know there is such a thing, but who knows if it will actually work on my body. No one really knows. And I don't think they really know how to turn the baby, like forcibly turn the baby, if you know what I mean. Like when you go for delivery and your baby is still in breech position, sometimes they will force the baby to turn, like early on in the contractions before you get really far, and they will like push on your stomach and like literally try and force your baby to turn. It's not like someone sticks their hand up in your and like turns the baby. They do it all in your stomach, but it's a lot of pressure and it does hurt. So I wonder if they do that here. I have no idea if they do. If any of y'all have had a breech baby here in Japan and have had them try to forcibly turn the baby, let me know down below. I'm curious. Or if they didn't even try and you were just sent straight to having a C-section, I'd like to know, because that's an completely unknown field to me, having a breech baby. So it's still early to be super concerned about it, but it's like in the back of my mind, you know. You're always thinking, has the baby turned? Has the baby turned? Yeah. But I think that is it for this video, guys. I know it was probably a lot of talking and whatnot. I like to keep y'all informed, and it's just kind of like a good video diary for myself for the future if I do have more kids, or even for y'all who are having kids now or in the future and you want to see what it's like having a kid here in Japan. It kind of gives you more detail of me than just showing some pictures, I guess. I don't know. I try to make it interesting for y'all, but it's really hard. And I don't know how to improve on that. You can leave tips below. But I'm done. I'm tired. I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner tonight. I've got to figure that out as well. So I hope you guys have a great day. You're staying safe out there. And yeah, please like and subscribe. Bye.